UFC Fight Night in UFC Vegas 94, Lemos versus Jandiroba takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detailed predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of, and we start with Mohammed Usman versus Thomas Peterson. As far as I know, Thomas Peterson isn't good. He lost to Jamal Pogues, the bottom of the barrel when we're talking about heavyweights and their potential future. I trust Mo Usman to have more of a future. He isn't good either, but he can put someone out cold. He can grapple. He trains at Team Elevation with Kamaru Usman, Justin Gaethje, and those guys are in the top 5 of their divisions. And Rose Namajunas, I guess, as well, who came off a good win. Finally got main event correct. I'm going to go with Mo Usman. He has more to lose here. Mick Parkin was a very close fight. He got it done. Well, he didn't get it done. Mick Parkin got it done, but Mick Parkin's very good. And I think he's going to go out there and beat Thomas Peterson by whatever he wants. Let's just put it that way. Thomas Peterson sucks. You're a middleweight. Just because you're fat doesn't mean you're a heavyweight. You're built as a middleweight. You should fight the guys. Realistically, you should fight Marc-Andre Barriault in your next fight, not Mo Usman. Mismatch here. We move on up the card. Luana Carolina versus Lucy Podilova. I'm going to go with Luana Carolina. I'm trying to get another good, correct card. A pretty good card, because I only got, 3 wrong last cards. I'm going to do really good this card, hopefully. But these are the ones I get incorrect, though. Like, the Luana Carolina is who just throws it away. She'll win this, though. Lucy Podilova isn't good. No, she isn't good. She just isn't. I don't even want to look at that Czech Republic flag. Don't even want to think about Yuri right now. Aylin Perez destroyed her, out-grappled her, and Aylin Perez is good. I'm kind of starting to realize Aylin Perez is actually not that bad. Jocelyn Edwards' fight was arguably should have gone to Lucy, but it wasn't a good performance. Jocelyn Edwards again, not that good of a fighter. And she beat Yanan Wu. She lost to Talita Bernardo, who was a former UFC fighter. I remember her. And she got knocked out by Arawaho. And yeah, she goes out there and loses. What am I saying? Oh no, she loses to Bernardo on the regional scene. Her only good win is Yanan Wu. Now, Luana Carolina's decent. She's coming off decent wins over Julia Stolyarenko and Ivana Petrovic. Should have been Joanne Wood, and she was looking good against McCann, but got caught with a spinning elbow. I'll take Luana Carolina. She beat Godinez as well. I'm going to pick her to win. I think she's better, and I think she should win this, but I could get it wrong. We move on. Up the card. Loic Rajabov versus Trey Ogden. I hate these 50-50s, man, on cards. It's such a Hail Mary. Who could win this? I hate Trey Ogden fights. He's so hard to predict. He beat Mata last fight. He beat Nicholas Mata, in my opinion. Let's be honest, he was winning that fight and would have won it. And he just came off a good win over Kurt Holobaugh, who's on the main card ahead of him. Makes sense, UFC. I'm going to go with, I'm going to pick, I don't know. Loic Rajabov is 50-50. Not that good, but he beat Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi, though. But Mateusz Rebecki put him away. But then he looked good against Ribovic. It's like saying Jezudavicius. Jezudavicius. It's hard to say that last name. I don't know. I think it's the V. I'm going to go with, I don't know. They're both pretty even on the feet. I think the wrestling will cancel each other out here. And if I had to choose who's better on the feet between Loic Rajabov and Trey Ogden, this is where I'm going to get it wrong, I bet. I don't know who to pick. Ogden's good on the outside. He's like Volk in a way, but shit. He's good on the outside, just tapping at you, jab to the body. He's tricky, but Loic could just catch him. Will he? Holobaugh, good win, but that was worth the wrestling. He beat Daniel Zellhuber. And he is tricky, Trey Ogden. I'm picking Trey Ogden, I don't care. He's better than Loic Rajabov on the feet, who couldn't do anything to Ribovich on the feet. I don't care if he caught El Sawadi, who's just a midget in that division. We move on. Up the card. Miranda Maverick versus Dion Barbosa. I'm going to go Miranda Maverick. She's just more proven, in my opinion. Dion Barbosa, a bit of a step up in competition here to Maverick, who's, I think, actually outside the rankings of the flyweight division, women's flyweight division. I didn't like her last performance against Cara Kate. I'll be honest, I don't like that last performance against Ernesta Cara Kate. I didn't like that performance. She did wrestle in that fight, and I think I rated Miranda Maverick at one point a bit too high, because she had a decent win in her debut. Then she went in there against... Well, she had a good win against Robertson as well. Then she should have beaten Barber. So I had a right to be high on her. But then Blanchfield completely dominated her, and I was like... But then we saw Blanchfield go on to be decent, so... She should have beaten Macy Barber, though. Then she beats Mazzo, beats Young, loses to Judavicius, but she had a bit of an injury in that fight. I don't mind it. Judavicius is looking good recently as well. Then she beats Lee and Cachoeira. So if she can beat those girls, the Robertsons, the Cachoeiras, the Lees, the Barbers arguably as well, I think she'll go out there and beat the Barbosas. I think she'll get it done. She's young Maverick. She's improving. I think she'll get it done with the stand-up. We move on up the card. Probably would have beaten Tracy Cortez in hindsight. Brian Kelleher versus Cody Gibson. Classic Apex fight. I'm going to go with Cody Gibson. I think he's just got more here. Can harm Kelleher more here. I just don't trust Brian Kelleher's toughness anymore. Don't trust him in general. Cody Garbrandt slept him out cold. Not out cold, but he put him down bad. Umar Nurmagomedov subbed him easily. Mario Batista subbed him easily. So I think Cody Gibson's got more ways to win. Maybe catching Kelleher on the tempo or something. Or just even out-grappling Brian Kelleher at this point, you know. Cody Gibson had a scrap of Brad Katona, which is pretty good, you know. And Miles Johns can be tricky sometimes. I think he'll go out there and beat Brian. He looked good on Tough, like over a year ago. And a year's not long, so I'm going to trust Gibson to have the same toughness from a year from now. And I think he'll get it done over Brian Kelleher, to where I just think he'll get it done. I think he'll get the job done. I think he has more here, and I think he can just get it done over Brian Kelleher. KO him, sub him, I don't know. Let's go scrappy on the feet. Gibson gets the takedown, gets the sub. We move on. Up the card. Man. Haider Amil versus Jung Lee. Both guys are massive in head size. So I don't think anyone gets KO'd here, but I think Jung Lee, more skilled on the outside, more skilled in general than Haider Amil. I just think Haider Amil is just, he relies on toughness. Jung Lee is actually a skilled striker on the feet. Blake Builder, I don't think Amil has any grappling to show here. You know, he hasn't faced great competition, but he faced alright, looked good on the Contender Series, but Jung Lee, he's good. Like, he beat Blake Builder easily, went out there, beat him, and then Blake Builder's alright, by the way. Not a terrible fighter. He is not that great, though. But we can't... What are we going to say about Fernie Garcia in Haider Amil's case? He's not good either. He's terrible. At least Builder got a win in his debut, where Garcia couldn't get a win. So I'm going to go with Jung Lee. Better here. Just more to him. More skilled of a striker. Big for their weight class as well at 145. And I think he'll go out there and beat Haider Amil on the feet. Just more skilled, more sharp to him. Big power as well. Climbed up here. I think we'll get the job done. We move on up the card. Doohoo Choy versus Bill Algeo. I'm gonna go with Bill Algeo. I think he's got this. I think Bill Algeo just has a better mindset right now in his career, where, like, he wants to become a world champion. Not saying he's ever going to. I don't even think he reaches rankings. He's getting chinned by Kyle Nelson. Don't like the look of that. But I think he's better. Better fighter. You know, beat Hernandez easily. Scold him. No, he didn't scold TJ Brown, did he? But it's Doo Ho Choi at this point. You know, he's not this young kid anymore. He's 33 years old. I don't even know what his mindset in the game is. Like, he's just taking time off, coming back. Like, I'll go through his career. You know, he took a shit ton of damage against Cub Swanson. Was supposed to fight Andre Fili, pulls out. Fights Jeremy Stevens, gets chinned. Takes over a year off. Fights Charles Jourdain. Gets chinned badly in that fight. Tries to fight Danny Chavez. Pulls out. Takes another 2 years off. Fights Kyle Nelson. Went to a draw with Kyle Nelson. Then takes over another year off. Like, I don't trust this guy's mindset coming into this. And his last win was in 2016, July 8th against Thiago Tavarez, who's not even in the UFC anymore. Sam Celia is not in the UFC anymore. Juan Manuel Puig is not in the UFC anymore. Damn, that was his debut. Fuck, he only had 7 fights in the UFC. Damn, for Doo Ho Choi. He's just known for his Swanson scrap, though. And he's Korean Superboy. I'm going to go with Bill Algeo. He's better, more well-rounded, can get takedowns, beat Johnson Brito, made Burns quit, should have beaten Fili as well, and actually showed up to fight Fili, unlike Doo Ho Choi. So, Doo Ho Choi's got power. Algeo got kind of hurt against Nelson. I think Bill Algeo is better, though. I'm going to trust him to get it done, where I think Doo Ho Choi is just coming here and scrap and get the money, get the paycheck. I'm going to trust Bill Algeo. I think he's better, longer, rangier, more unorthodox. He wins. Let me move on up the card. Holobaugh versus Cody Durden versus Bruno Silva. Silva, I dare you to win. You aren't good, as far as I know. And Cody Durden should win this fight. Cody Durden should win. Bruno Silva, what have you done? You beat Tyson Nam? Wow. Tyson Nam you beat. Victor Rodriguez? Wow. JP Bays by second round KO? Wow. So impressive, dude. No, it's terrible. You beat absolute cans. Tyson Nam's also known as a can, in my opinion. This isn't good wins. This is not a good win to have. I don't rate you winning against those guys. You're fighting Cody Durden, who's basically outside the top 15. Or in the top 15. I think he's number 15. I don't know how he's gotten this opportunity after beating those guys. Taking layoffs after layoffs. Tagir Lembekov beat him. David Dvorak beat him. Is where Cody Durden. I don't see Silva out grappling him here. Lembekov beat him. Fair play. Lembekov beat him. Oh well. Lembekov's tricky. Got his back. Hadley, though. Beats Jake Hadley. Survives the subs. Boots the shit out of Jake Hadley. He's tough. Charles Johnson could win. Carlos Mata could win. Finished JP Bays in the first round. You know? And I don't think Bruno Silva can win this. Durden's got a decent chin. And if you call him cheating because he got caught with a flying knee by Makayev perfectly, you are dumb. I'm going to go Durden. He's more active, taking his career more seriously than Bruno Silva. And Bruno Silva, I just don't think he's that good. I don't think he's good. He's just a bit of a one-trick pony. I think he'll get exposed badly here by the cardio machine, MMA Masters trainer in Cody Durden. So I'm going to go Cody Durden. I think he's better. Yeah, I'm going to go Cody. I think he'll get the job done by decision. Decision 29-28, 30-27. Just out-grappling Silva and messing him up on the feet. And just out-scrapping with him. And showing a good chin and just out-toughening him. Charles Johnson, Cody Durden beat Charles Johnson. Solid performance, solid win. We move on. Holobaugh versus Kruschewsky. I know my next 3 predictions. Kurt Holobaugh, man. He's tricky, but he's shit. We don't know much about Kruschewsky. Elvis Brenner caught him on the feet, put him out, but it happens. He took it on short notice. He's looked good before that as well. I think he'll beat Kurt Holobaugh. Kurt Holobaugh is just an old man. Just looked terrible and old and just didn't want it against Trey Ogden. I know Ogden's good, but he didn't have anything for him in that fight. I don't think Holobaugh can KO him randomly. I think Kruschewsky can just make the improvements. How old is Kruschewsky? 33. It's now or never for him. It's where Trey Ogden, or not Trey Ogden, Kurt Holobaugh. It's just he doesn't have anything. So, I don't know. I don't like the look of it. I think K9 can out-grapple him. I think K9 can look good on the feet. I hope he grapples, though. I didn't like that KO to Silva, or Elvis Brenner, sorry. Jeez, I'm mixing everything up. I think he'll go out there and get it done, though. On the ground, younger. Holobaugh's old, doesn't want it. Austin Hubbard was never good, but he was always rated alright. He was never good. Austin Hubbard was never good. Oh, he did come off a good win last fight, though. Shit, Hubbard did win his last fight against a good opponent. I think it was Mikkel something. Mikkel Figlak. Yeah, Mikkel Figlak he beat. Yeah, he beat Mikkel Figlak. So Hubbard is alright, I guess. But it was more so Figlak being a bit of a rookie. I'm going to go with K9 now. Getting the grappling going, getting the job done. We move on up the card. Steve Garcia versus Sungwoo Choi. I'm gonna pick Steve Garcia. I'm done doubting him. He's actually pretty good. He puts away these guys as well. Like Melchizedek Costa, good performance. Shy landed him back with an uppercut to the body. Good win. He mixed it up. This guy's like a Drickus, in a way. Like, just chatting your way through. And finishing these guys with different techniques, you know. Puts away Melchizedek Costa. Shy landed Becky. Chase Hooper, who's now looking very good in his career. But then Mahashate Hayes there sleeps him in 14 seconds. Like, it's just hilarious how that works. But I think he's improved. He's done what he needed to do. And I think he'll win. I think he'll get the job done. Yeah, I think he'll get the job done over Sungwoo Choi, who's a bit chinny, not that good. Just don't rate him in height, and I don't really rate him. Michael Trezano's sleeping you. I don't mind. I don't like it. He did beat John O'Aaron's, but that was the old John O'Aaron's. Rematch both of them. We see a completely different result, and I think that, we're going to see Steve Garcia whoop on him here and get the job done by first round KO, I'll say. We move on up the card. Brad Tavarez versus Yun Park. Part of me wants to pick Yun Park to win. I just think this is a bad stylistic matchup for him. Don't you just tell when some guy's actually really good, but then there's a matchup for them? It's just like, shit. This is gonna be a really tough one, man. Really tough one. This is a fucking kryptonite for you. This is what I feel about Yun Park. You can't really out-grapple Tavarez because Tavarez has sick takedown defense. Drickus couldn't get him down, for fuck's sake. And Drickus can get down Sean Strickland, Robert Whittaker. You know, these are the guys that he's out-grappling. He's going to soon out-grapple Israel Adesanya and fucking destroy him! Let's just keep it cool now until next month. He's going to destroy Izzy, though. Badly. You'll see. Izzy's not going to get his flute counter shot again. He's better than fucking Israel Adesanya. Let's move on though. It's not UFC 305 yet. But what was I? Drickus couldn't get down Tavarez. Couldn't get down Tavarez, and Drickus can get these other guys down, top level guys. I don't think Yun Park can do that. I know Rodriguez finished him, but Rodriguez also finished Yun Park. Rodriguez finished both of these guys. Avery Rodriguez, the GOAT, finished both of these guys. Bruno Silva did put away Tavarez, but I don't think Yun Park has the knockout power like Rodriguez and Silva, these Brazilian Chads. Rodriguez is. Silva's not really. He's a bit of a bitch, but still. He did hold his own against Pereira, but he got put away by the GOAT GM3, so no. I'm going to go with Brad Tavarez, though. Better on the feet, more power, more dangerous. Just has... If anyone's going to be fearing a knockout here, it's going to be Union Park. Close fight against Anders. Like, he can put away the Holmes, Tululins. You know? Who did he beat last fight again? Duraev. You know, Duraev was never good, though. He can put away these guys, but he can't really put away the Anders. I think Tavarez would comfortably beat Eric Anders. Tavarez, top 15 level, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with Brad Tavarez getting the decision win. I think he's more intimidating here than a Union Park is. So I don't think Park... He's got good jiu-jitsu. I just don't think he'll get down Tavarez. This is the thing. Tavarez will win this one. Trains at Extreme Couture. Good gym. I think he'll get it done. Good performance against Dricus. Honestly. If he had just gotten one more round against Dricus, we'd be... Dude, Dricus just gets it. He's just that guy that just gets these slight rounds. Is it crazy that I look at... You think about Dricus Duplessis, now champion. He just gets it just slightly ahead of you. Although Strickland arguably could have won, but I don't know. Close fight there. Could be a draw. We move on up the card. Amanda Lemos versus Verna Jandiroba. Here we go. Yeah. This is a close one, you know. I'm going to go Verna Jandiroba. I think she is better than Amanda Lemos. I think she is. Overall. Like, I think she will get down Amanda Lemos. I just think Lemos, other than a guillotine, which she does and it's tight, Michelle Waterson, I just don't rate anymore. Even after that last... I know she's retired now, but Robertson destroyed her. Lemos caught her in a guillotine after getting taken down in the first place, by the way. Rodriguez fight was an early stoppage. Duran, she kind of just won off big moments against Duran. Arguably could have lost, though. Do I worry about Verna Jandiroba's chin and her stand-up? Yes, I do. It's atrocious. She's terrible on the feet. But her grappling saves her. And this is why she's on a bit of a streak. Godinez, good win. Good win against Godinez. Godinez, good win there. You know, and then she gets these wins over Marina Rodriguez. Domination in that fight. Domination over Angela Hill. Domination over Kanako Murata. But then she loses to Hebos, which isn't a good look at all. And I actually hate that look. But she dropped Hebos in that fight. So you know Verna has power. I think Lemos is better there, though. I just don't trust Lemos' grappling. Got kind of exposed by Zhang. But had moments for Zhang in that fight. But you do have... But Zhang's usually a fighter where it's like... You can have moments against her. Yan Jianan had moments against her as well. But Zhang beats these girls easily. These women easily. So, I'm going to go for Verna. She is good on the ground. I don't think she beats Zhang Weili or any of them. Just don't. There's a stand-up difference there. And I don't think she'll out-grapple Zhang. Maybe she does, though. I just don't think... I think Zhang's fully developed now, though. And I think that Verna is going to get this done. I do worry Lemos just flatlines her in the first round and it's over. But she couldn't put away Duran. That's my worry. She couldn't put away Duran. Couldn't put away... I mean, she did put Rodriguez away, but... Still, early fucking stop. Like, Cannonier Mavov shit. Like, you know you wanted Lemos to win. And then, yeah. Michelle Waterson, guillotine. Split decision to Hill. Andrade beat her. With a standing arm triangle. So she basically got down Lemos to the floor and subbed her. But instead, she didn't get her to the ground. She got by the cage. So she kind of just got out... She just got subbed by Andrade. I'm not going to go anywhere there. And, yeah, I'm going to go Verna Jandiroba. She'll get the job done. Close fight against Duran herself. I think she gets it done. Like, subscribe, thank you for watching. I'll go first round or second round sub for Verna. She gets decisions, though. But she does, I don't know. I'll go 49-46 Jandiroba in a shit fight. Peace.